Welcome back to the Memphis Tech Pharaohs College Football 26 Dynasty. We are in the Conference Championships week, and we are taking on North Texas in the American Conference Championship. You can see they are 10-2, 8-0 in conference, ranked 18th. We are 11-1, 8-0 in conference, ranked number 11. And let's take a look at their team real quick. At quarterback, they have Achilles Smith Jr. He's got some physical badges there: resistance, step up, sleight of hand, on time. He's a pocket passer. He's thrown for 3,386 yards, 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, averaging 282 yards per game. On the running back side, Caleb Hawkins, you can see he's got arm bar, safety valve, head first, and downhill. He's north-south receiving back. He's got over 1,000 yards and 11 touchdowns. And Achilles Smith has 268 yards rushing himself. And then this backup, Kingsley Alexander, has 9 rushing touchdowns as well, but only 262 yards. On the receiving side, they have Jalen Wheaton with 860 yards, 7 touchdowns. Jonah Wilson, 756 yards and 5 touchdowns. Victor Anderungboye, I'm not sure how to say that, but I'm going to do my best. Vertical threat tight end, 734 yards and 6 touchdowns. And then Miles Coleman, 690 yards and 3 touchdowns. Defensively, Jason Homewood, there's Sam, 80 tackles. Gordon Hyman, their Mike, with 70 tackles. Avion Carter, 18 TFLs. Jaden Williams, 16 TFLs. Sacks, Jaden Williams, 6.5. Avian Carter with 6, and only 3 picks on the team. So this shouldn't be too difficult of a game. Let's hop in here and get this game going and see if we can punch our tickets to the college football playoffs for the second year in a row. And we are in the American Athletic Conference Championship game facing North Texas. Both teams 8-0 in conference. Now we get to see which one of them is truly the best in this conference. And we changed conferences because we needed more stiffer competition, and we've steamrolled through these guys as well. So hopefully North Texas will give us our best game of the season. And winner of this game is going to go to the playoffs. You see we're kicking the ball off first, so the Mean Green will get the ball first. Ian Badejo's kickoff to the goal line. That's John Harmon. Goes to the left to the 10 and gets swarmed over and doesn't even get to the 15. Great defense there on a kick return by us. And there you see Achilles Smith Jr., the quarterback. And we got to just keep playing fast. Watch these guys. Achilles can't throw the ball. And we haven't had too much trouble stopping the run. But now these championship games go. You can see Stadium Pulse has already kicked in. Here's a handoff, and Wozniak off the edge. Drags down Caleb Hawkins, and they're going to lose 2 on the first play of the game. They'll bring up 2nd and 12 as they go no huddle, and this will be a theme for the entire game, just letting you know ahead of time. Keeley taking his time, takes the snap, looks, moves to his right. Now he scrambles up the middle, and up comes Jolly, and he slides down, picks up 3 on the play as they go no huddle again. It'll be 3rd down and 9 on the 14. In the pistol formation now. Play action pass, and down he goes. There goes Kobe Garland, unblocked for the sack. Was not fooled at all on the play action. That's a big 9-yard loss on the plays. You see right off the edge, no one even remotely near him. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 18. And we're going to rush the punt here. And I don't know why he's standing just barely inside the end zone, but that should have been blocked. As LJ Young's going to take it to 49 and get dragged down. Only got 2 yards on the return. We're going to start on their 47-yard line. You see the impact players in this game. And our air raid offense torching everybody this year. See how they do against one of the better teams in the conference. Slot man Mosley goes in motion. Frost, handoff. Gasper bounces off 1, and he's going to pick up 6 on 1st down. Nice way to start the drive there. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Spread formation, handoff. Gasper goes wide, cuts it back up the middle. Huge hole into the secondary and blasted forward. He picks up 18 on the play. That'll give us a 1st and 10 at the 23 as we go trips right. Slot man goes in motion. Frost drops, looks over the middle, got the slant or the drag route there to Orr Gillespie over the middle. He's going to pick up 8 yards, and after an incomplete pass on 2nd down, we now have a 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff. Pierre Hoyt up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, and he's going to get the 1st down inside the 10. Picks up 8 on the play. Be first and goal at the 6 as we go trips to the right. And here's the draw play, and nowhere to go for Gasper as he's actually going to lose 3 on the play. And after an incomplete pass on second down, we have now third and goal from the 9. Trips left this time. Frost drops, throws into the flat to Gasper, and he gets dragged down immediately. Only gains 1 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down from the 8. And we're going to try this little chip shot, 25-yard field goal by Josh Iambadejo, and it's good. And we lead 3-0 as we get something out of that drive. Left some points on the table there, though. And after a poor kick return, Mean Green are going to start here on the 18. Here's a handoff. Hawkins tries to get outside, bounces off one guy, and finally gets dragged down, but he's going to pick up 9 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 1 as they go no huddle. They're going to go no huddle about 95% of this game, so just be prepared. Here's the handoff to Hawkins up the middle. He's got the first down, and he finally gets dragged down. There we go. Picks up 10 on the play. That'll bring about 1st and 10 from the 36. They go no huddle. Smith drops, looks, throws, caught by the tight end, and bounces around and gets dropped there. It's Victor Andrangboye. That's a mouthful. They'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 at the 42 as they shift. Smith takes a snap, drops, looks, throws over the middle, caught, and he's going to be just shy. 3-yard pass to Jonah Wilson. That brings up a 3rd and 1 as they hustle up to the line again. Then they pause and look for the play on the sideline. Stadium pulses off the hook there. And Hawkins, he had room to his left. He cuts it back to the right and runs into the tackle. And he gets no gain. That's going to be 4th and 1, and they're going to have to punt again. They don't want to go for it. Big booming kick down the hash. Young's going to take it at the 10. Straight up, cuts it back to the middle. And he's going to get a 14-yard return there and get us out to the 24. And after an incomplete pass on 1st down, we pick it up 2nd and 10 from the 24. Gasper switches sides. Frost drops, looks, throws, drag route across the middle, caught, dragged down. That's Mosley. Picks up 2 on the play, be 3rd down and 8 now. Frost dropping deeper, looks, pressure his face, over the middle, caught. That's Lupke up the midfield and gets tackled there, and he picks up 24 yards on the post, gets us the 1st down. We have no logos on the field because it's conference championship. It's going to mess me up on what yard line we are. And here's Gasper, gets to the outside, cuts it back in, picks up 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 2. Under 5 minutes left. Here's the draw play. Gasper's got the 1st down, and he gets flung forward. He's going to pick up 8 on the play. Give us a 1st down on the 35-yard line. Handoff, Gasper cuts it back to the backside, and he's going to pick up 5. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Man goes in motion. Play action. Dropping. Frost looks, throws over the middle. Caught. That's Orr Gillespie to the 10 and dragged down at the 4-yard line. Picks up 26 yards on the drag. That'll bring up a 1st and goal from the 4. Frost looking. Throws. Got Lupke, and he's in for the touchdown on the stick route. And the Pharaohs get their first touchdown of the game as they take a 10-0 lead. Offense rolling early. Didn't get the touchdown on the first drive. I thought we should have, but we get one now. And just going to let him stand there, push his way into the end zone. We'll take that every day. After another bad return, Mean Green are going to start on their 14-yard line. There's a quick RPO pass, and it's going to be a 1st down play there. Andrangboye, the tight end, number 19, picks up 15 yards on the RPO. No huddle again. Out to the 29 now. Smith takes a snap. Handoff, Hawkins going wide. Oh, great block there. And he gets to the edge. He's going to get a 1st down. Picks up 12 on the play. They go no huddle one more time. Excellent block on the edge to spring him. Smith takes a snap. Here comes pressure, and down he goes. Wozniak right in his face. We sent more than they had blocking. Got tired of that no huddle and just picking us apart. So we sent everybody, and Wozniak hit that seam. No one there, and he just took him right to the ground. They lose 6 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 16. Just beyond the 35. Here's play action. Smith throws over the middle, caught, and they're going to get it? No, just short. 16-yard in route to Wilson brings up a 3rd and inches as they go no huddle. Smith takes a snap, looks, throws over the middle. Oh, and it's knocked down. Could have been picked. Incomplete pass now. It's going to bring up 4th and inches, and they're going to go for it. There's a snap. There goes. Read option. Pitch. And Garland's got him. Didn't go for the pitch and drags him down. They lose a yard in the play. And they turn over and down, so we get it at midfield after an incomplete pass on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Swing pass to Gasper in the flat, and he's only going to pick up 1. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9. Big play here. See if we can get this converted. Running back goes in motion. Frost drops, drifting to his right, throws to the backside slant, caught, but he's going to be short. Only 6 yards to Or Gillespie. That's 4th and 3, and we're going to go for it. We're feeling it here. Frost looks, throws. Oh, and is knocked down. Incomplete. He was going to Lupke on the stick, and we're going to turn it back over on downs. And after 2 incomplete passes, now they're 3rd down and 10. Here's a handoff up the middle. Hawkins picks up 4 on the play on 3rd and 10, so they're going to punt it right back to us as the teams are struggling right now to do much of anything on offense. Angled punt by Vincent, and he's going to put that out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Great punt. And there's 1 second left here in the first quarter. Here's a handoff. Gasper finds a hole up the middle. He's going to pick up 7, and that will send us to the second quarter. Pharaohs lead 10-0. Scored on our first 2 drives. You can see leading in every category. 3 minutes more time of possession, mostly because they're doing no huddle every time they get the ball. Now we got 2nd down and 3. Cross drops, looks, screen pass. Gasper, huge hole down the sideline, 40, and gets pushed out of bounds at the 41. Picks up 19 yards on that screen. Another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gasper, got a hole, gets outside, cuts it up, and he's going to get over midfield down to their 49-yard line. 10-yard gain on the play. Now we go with a 2-back set. Gasper and Hoyt. And goes in motion, dropping. Frost looks, throws, got a crosser, and that's going to be Gasper. He's going to pick up 9 on the play. He's 2nd down and 1, down to their 39-yard line. Here's handing out to Hoyt, slides through the hole there into the secondary. Big 12-yard gain there. It's going to be another 1st down to the 27. Giving this 2-back look, so they don't know which guy we're going to run with. Now we give it to Gasper. Tries to find a hole to the right. And he's going to pick up 4. That'll bring up a 2nd and 6. I like to mix it up, use both running backs so they can't key on just one. Cross drops, looks, throws, drag route across the middle. Or Gillespie's going to get the 1st down. He picks up 9 on the drag, down to the 15-yard line. Knocking on the door again. Cross drops, looks, throws to the flat, caught Mosley, and he's going to get down to the 10-yard line, picks up 5. Be 2nd down and 5. Sends a man in motion. There's play action. Frost drops, looks, throws to the motion man, and that's Mosley, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They didn't stay with him on the motion, and there we go. Going to be up 3 scores here after the extra point as Emmett Mosley gets into the end zone for his first time today. Our number 1 receiver. Demanded the ball early, and we've been feeding it to him all year, and he's come through clutch. After a 13-yard return on the kickoff, North Texas starts on their own 13. Handoff, Hawkins trying to get outside. He's dragged down from behind by George Gallimore. Loss of 1 in the play. They go no huddle. Smith. Handoff, Hawkins up the middle. Big hole this time. Going to get the 1st down. Picks up 16 on that one as they go no huddle one more time. Get it out to the 28. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff. Hawkins tries to go right. Spins off 1. He gets dragged down. Only picks up 1 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 9. Not even going to mention they're going no huddle. Just assume they're going no huddle every game. And now they switch it up. Shift trips to the short side. Quick RPO pass out to the left. And immediately dropped. 5-yard gain there to Miles Coleman. Now bring up a 3rd down and 4. Smith takes a snap. Drops, looks, throws. Sticker or a curl out. Caught, breaks 1 tackle. Pushes through another. Finally dragged down. All the way out to the 45-yard line. 21-yard curl to Wilson. Now they shift their formation. Smith takes a snap, quick toss, caught, and it's a tight end again, and he's going to bounce forward down to the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. No huddle again. Smith, play action, and down he goes as Garland was not fooled again on the play action and gets his 2nd sack in the first half, again unblocked. See this replay, he's just coming right off the edge. No one's accounting for him. I don't know why they're letting him go. But down he goes, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 16 from the 36. Smith, play action, looks, throws, over the middle, caught, and that's a 1st down. And down inside the 15, it's Kyle Koch, 23 yards on the slant. As they run up to the line, 1st and 10 at the 13 now. Got us on our heels defensively. Smith looks, plenty of time in the pocket, and he just lobs it over the receiver's head. He was open, and he just threw it over his head, so incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 from the 13. Here's the handoff, and down he goes. Hawkins get drilled in the backfield by Gallimore, loses 2, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 12. Back to no huddle. Smith barking out calls to his receivers. Takes a snap, drops, looks, throws, end zone, caught, that's a touchdown. Adrien Boyer, the tight end, wide open, beat his man, either on the post or the slant, probably slant. And Victor finally gets the mean green on the board there with their first touchdown. Makes this a 17-7 game. After a 20-yard return on the kickoff, we're going to start on our own 19-yard line. Trips left, Frost looking, got a man over the middle, Scooter Page. And he's going to battle and pick up 5 on the play. I'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. Tight formation here. Handoff, Gasper trying to go wide, and he gets swallowed up and dropped for no gain. I'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Spread formation. Frost drops, looks. Over the middle, and it's broken up. Incomplete pass. Or Gillespie, intended receiver there, and we're going to have to punt our first one of the game. Eric Quintana booming one right down the middle of the field. Inside the 30. Taken there and getting just a handful of yards. To Ryan Niblett, 11-yard return. They'll start on their own 39-yard line. Scored there last time. Here's a handoff. Hawkins tries to go wide. Gets by 1 and gets wrapped up and dropped. He's going to pick up 9 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 1 as they go no huddle from the 47. Pistol formation. Tight trips left. Smith barking out orders as we audible on defense. Handoff, Hawkins right up the middle. Huge hole, spins around one guy, and finally gets dragged down right around the 36. 17-yard run. Get him a 1st down to our 36. No huddle again. Smith looking to the sideline. Now they shift their formation. Takes a snap. Quick RPO pass out to the flat, and he's going to pick up 4 on the play. That's Wilson. He's 2nd down and 6. See, hustle back. And another RPO, this time to the tight end. Adrien Boyer. He's going to pick up 3 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd and 3. Tight trips again. We're struggling on defense. Guys are tired, and we're not getting the right calls. And there's a little slant over the middle, and that's going to be a 1st down. Wilson with the 6-yard grab. So they get down to the 22, and when, at this point I've had enough. We're calling timeout. I want some fresh guys out there, and I want to get out of that formation I was in. So now we got 1st and 10 at the 22. Another RPO pass to the outside, and he's going to get enough for the 1st down. That's Wilson, 10 yards. So they get down to the 12 and run no huddle again. Smith looking to the sidelines. They change up their formation. Now we audible on defense. Smith. And another RPO to the outside. Tries to spin and gets knocked down there. Pick up a 4 on the play by Coleman. And bring up a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Here's a handoff. Hawkins cuts it back up the middle, and he gets met and dropped. And he's going to get the 1st down, though, down to the 2-yard line. Picks up 6. New running back checking in. Armstrong, and he's going to try and force his way in. He gets dropped. Gains a yard on the play. I'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. Hawkins checks back in, and he dives into the end zone for a touchdown. And North Texas was down 17-0, and now they have 2 back-to-back touchdowns here. And they've cut this down to a 3-point game after this extra point. See him going airborne for no reason, apparently. And we're going to start this next drive at our 26. Frost drops, screen pass, caught, and bad play there. -6 yards to Pierre Hoyt as they had that sniffed out. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now bring up a 2nd down and 16. Putting ourselves in a hole here. We go trips to the short side. Frost drops, looks, pump fake, throws, and an incomplete pass. He's lucky it wasn't picked. Now bring up a 3rd and 16 from the 20. Drops, got a man over the middle, throws, got it, Loop Key. He's going to get the first down, 40, and almost out to the 45. Gets 23-yard gain on the slant. And after an incomplete pass on first down, it's now 2nd and 10. 1:26 left here in the first half. Frost drops, drifting to his right, throws over the middle, caught and dragged down as Orr Gillespie picks up 2 on the play. He's 2nd and 8. Frost drops and looks, drag route this time. Mosley cuts it up, gets the first down, gets down to their 41-yard lines. He picks up 14 yards, and we go no huddle. 1st and 10, 1 minute left and counting. Frost drops, screen pass, Gasper, great block there, cuts it back inside, and he's going to get the first down. Picks up 13 yards on the play as we call our 2nd timeout of the half. Excellent block there to set him free. Now 51 seconds left. Frost looking, throws across the middle, Loop Key, and he's going to run out of bounds after he picks up 6 yards, stop the clock. After 2 incomplete passes, we got a 4th and 4, and we're not going field goal here. We're going to go for it. Frost drops, drift, looks, throws over the middle, caught. That's Orr Gillespie, 5, and into the end zone, touchdown on the drag route, 22 yards. Carlos Orr Gillespie gets it back to a 2-score game as he just ran away from the defense. See, they're trailing, and nobody was on that side. We ran them all off. Now we are up 24-14, 31 seconds left. North Texas, all 3 timeouts. Expect a lot of no huddle here. Smith looks over the middle, caught and pushed forward. He's going to get a first down, 12 yards to Jaron Wheaton, and they call their first timeout. And after an incomplete on first, it's now 2nd and 10, 22 seconds left. Smith takes a snap, looks, throws over the middle, caught. And it's going to be another timeout. Picked up 8 yards on Adarangbaye. That'll be 3rd down and 2, 18 seconds left. Smith drops, looks, steps up, throws deep over the middle. He's got a man caught, and it's a first down inside the 35. 29-yard post to Wheaton, and they call their last timeout. So they have 12 seconds left. They either got to get a first down right away or get out of bounds. Smith throws up the seam, caught, and that's a tight end. He's going to get a first down. 7 seconds left as they hustle up to the line. They got to spike it down to 5, 4, and there we go. Smith spikes it. So now they can try this field goal. 34-yard attempt. The Cali Guma, and it is right down the middle and good. So it's 24-17 now as they cut it back to a 7-point game. And with 1 second, they're going to kick it off, and we're just going to take a knee in the end zone here. Finally, there we go. And we're going to get one play here, see if we can get a pass interference or get a broken tackle or something. Slot man Mosley goes in motion. Frost drops, drifts, looks, throws right up the seam. That's Mosley, and he's got it and dragged down inside the 35. But that's going to end the half as he picks up a free 42 yards on that one. Very exciting first half. We got up to a 17-0 lead, and now it's 24-17 at the half. Very competitive game. You can see passing yards, both teams over 200 yards in the first half. We have the edge on touchdowns. And we got to figure out something on defense for these no-huddle plays. Check out the stats. Both have 16 first downs. They have 275 to our 329 total yards. 62 yards rushing for them, 83 for us. 213 passing for them to 246. We're 4 out of 8 on third. They are 4 out of 8 as well. We're 1 out of 2 on fourth down. And no interceptions. And time of possession, we have 3 minutes more. So very even game so far. And we get the ball to start the second half on our own 18, 1st and 10. Gasper goes wide, cuts it back up the middle. Knocked down there. He picks up 9 yards on the play there, and it'll be 2nd down and 1. Handoff, Gasper, another hole, cuts it back towards the middle, runs into traffic, but he gets the 1st down. Gain of 4 on the play. Out to the 32 now. Spread formation. Another handoff to Gasper. Wiggles his way through the middle and gets knocked down, but he picks up 7 on the plays. He sees up to 84 yards rushing. That'll bring up a 2nd and 3. We go with this tight formation. Quick drop. Throws to the flat to Mosley. Bounces off one guy. Pushes forward. He gets dragged down to 49. Pick up a 10 on the play. 1st and 10 on our 49-yard line. Man in motion. Play action. Frost drops. Looks. Flings it to the pass. It's the same pass we had for a touchdown earlier. And Mosley is going to pick up 7 on the play. Be 2nd and 3. Hey, if they're not going to cover him, we'll just throw it to him out there in space. Low snap. Here's a draw up the middle, and Gasper is going to be just short. 3-yard gain on the play. Bring up a 3rd and inches on their 41. Back to that tight formation. Handoff Gasper up the middle. He's going to get the 1st down as they blast him forward on the play. 3-yard gain. 1st and 10 at the 38. Trips to the left. Frost drops. Looks. Drag her out to Scooter. 30, 25, 20 down the sideline. And pushed down at the 1. Oh, he came so close to scoring. That's going to get Frost to 300 yards on the day. There's a handoff, and Ty Hardy subs in, and he's going to carry that in from 1 yard out and get us up to a 31-17 lead. His first carry of the day. It's a touchdown for 34 there. Hasn't played a whole lot this year compared to the last 2, but gets an all-important touchdown right there. And after the kickoff, they're going to start on their own 15-yard line. Pistol formation. Smith. And handoff, and down he goes. Shermer with the TFLs. He loses 2 on the play. Hawkins had nowhere to go. That'll be 2nd and 12 as they go no huddle again. Handoff. Hawkins gets to the outside, to the sideline, to the 30, and out of bounds at the 37. Pick up a 24 yards on that one. Great blocking as they go no huddle. Looking for the play from the sideline. Smith. Barking out last-minute changes, taking his sweet time. Takes a snap, drops, looks, throws, out route up the sideline, caught and dropped right there at the 39-yard line. Wilson, 24 yards on the out route as they go no huddle. Trips to the left. Now they shift. Pistol formation. Achilles Smith drops, looks, dumps it over the middle of the running back and gets blasted right away. Picks up 5 on the play, though, being 2nd down and 5. Smith takes a snap, looks, throws, drag route out of Young Baye, and he skips by 1, gets dragged down, gets the 1st down, picks up 10 yards. Down to the 24 as they scramble up to the line. Man goes in motion. Handoff. Hawkins trying to get outside, and Garland drags him down. He only gains 1 on the play. Garland has been very busy in this game. 2nd down and 9. Here's the handoff. Hawkins up the middle, and the hole closed quickly. Picks up 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 from the 17. No huddle again. Smith takes a snap. Handoff Hawkins trying to find room outside, pushes forward, and they're going to be short. It's going to be 4th and inches on the 14, and they're going to go for it. Down 2 touchdowns. Smith. Handoff. No, that's Alexander. Gets to the outside, and he's going to walk into the end zone untouched for the touchdown. Kingsley Alexander, their backup running back. He did have 9 touchdowns in the regular season, and he cuts this down to a 7-point game. Defense looked a little confused out there. After the kickoff, we're going to start on our own 21-yard line. Here's the handoff. Gasper outside, cuts it back up, and flung forward. He's going to pick up 15 yards on the outside run. Out to the 36 now. Handoff. Gasper trying to go wide, and he gets dragged down from behind. Great backside pursuit. Be 2nd down and 11. Running back goes in motion. Frost looks, slant over the middle. That's Mosley. He's going to get the 1st down. Picks up 13 on the play, out to the 48-yard line. 4:26 and counting left here in the third. Frost dropping, throws over the middle, caught in route. That's Mosley. Another big play, 14 yards there. Gets it out to the 38-yard line of the Mean Green. Frost takes a snap, hands off Gasper. Huge hole up the middle into the secondary, and another first down. He picks up 11. 1st and 10 from the 27. Two-back set. Frost drops, looks, throws, crosser up outside. That's Mosley. Another first down. He picks up 17 on the drag. Down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal from there. And off Gasper up the middle, and that hole closed quick. He only picks up 2 in the play. And after an incomplete pass, we have a 3rd and 8. Throw over the middle, caught in that Scooter Page for the touchdown. 8 yards out. Didn't get the score on that long pass play earlier, so we give him one here. Now it's back to a 14-point lead after the extra point. It's going to be 38-24 as Scooter, the senior, gets some love here in this championship game. And after the kickoff, they're going to start on their own 19-yard line. Smith sends a slot man in motion. Play action. No, hands it off. And Hawkins tries to get away from one. And he's going to end up with no gain on the play. That was kind of a broken play. They go no huddle. Smith barking out changes. Takes a snap. Looks. Throws. Tight end again. Adeyoung gets dragged down. Picks up 7 on a play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 3. They hustle up to the line. Under 2 minutes left here in the third. Smith drops, throws to the flat to the running back, and he gets dragged down immediately. Wozniak with a big TFL. They lose 5 on the play. It brings up a 4th and 8, and Vincent's going to have to punt again right down the hash. Booming kick to the 33. Young's got room to the left side. Gets to midfield, cuts it up. This will be a big 22-yard return by Young on a 46-yard punt, and we're going to take over on their 45, just inside their 45. Here's a handoff. Pierre Hoyt's in the game, up the middle, and he's going to pick up 9 on the play. And I noticed that Gasper was out. I don't have any formation subs. He just disappeared. I don't have wear and tear on, as Hoyt does not get anything there, no gain. And it's subbing in Hoyt as our number 1 back. Not that I mind, but I wish the game would not have our main guy just disappear for no reason, as Hoyt's going to get a 4-yard gain there and move the chains. Not sure what triggers that, but we have no wear and tear. We have no formation subs. Frost flings it out into the flat. Mosby, and he drags the man down, picks up 9 on the play as that ends the third quarter. And we see 14-point lead with 12 minutes left. 362 yards passing for us to 258 for them. And we're outgaining him 150 to 100 on the ground. 2nd and 1, handoff Hoyt. Huge hole at the middle into the secondary, down inside the 10. Dragged down at the 2. 21-yard gain there. Brings up a 1st and goal at the 2 as we go tight formation. Love to throw out of this as well as run. We're going to send our tight end in motion. And we got trips left. Handoff Hoyt, and instant block shed over there, and he's going to end up losing a yard or get no gain. I'm sorry. 2nd and goal from the 2. We go 2-back set with Hardy and Hoyt. Hoyt this time up the middle, and he's only going to gain 1. That'll bring up a 3rd and goal from the 1. And we go trips left, trying to spread him out. Handoff Hoyt. This time he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And that's going to give us a 45-24 lead after the extra point. As Pierre Hoyt subbing in for the missing in action. Chad Gasper gets the job done on the drive. 7 carries on that drive. And after the kickoff, bad kick return. I'm going to start on their 11-yard line. 1st and 10 there. Down by 21. Handoff to Hawkins, trying to get outside. Gets to the edge, spins, bounces off 1, and he's going to be just shy. He's 2nd in inches. They go no huddle. Back in the pistol as Smith looks to the sideline, gets his signal. Taking his time now. I mean, they're down by 3 scores. They should be in a hurry. Here's a handoff. Hawkins tries to get outside, and he's not going to get there. In fact, he's going to lose a yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 as they hustle back to the line. Smith barking out orders to the receivers. Slot man in motion. Play action. Oh, there he goes. It was a read option with the receiver, and he gets dragged to the ground. Wozniak with a TFL. He loses 2, and they're going to have to punt the ball instead of going for it. They should be going for it. LJ is just going to take a fair catch. It's a 48-yard punt by Vincent. We're going to start on our own 35-yard line. And all of a sudden, look, Chad Gasper's back in the game as we hand the ball off on the draw play. I don't know why he disappeared for an entire drive, but we're glad to have him back. 2nd and 12 now. Handoff, nope, play action. Toss to the flat to Hoyt, and he gets a couple on the play, 3 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. Running back in motion. Frost looks, got the slant. That's Mosley up the middle of the field into the secondary. He bounces around, gets dragged down at the 35. 29 yards on the slant. 1st and 10 there. 2-back set. Here's Pierre Hoyt. Big hole. Tries to get back to the outside. Got the 1st down. Picks up 11 on the play. Now we're hitting him with both backs. 1st and 10 to 24. Hand off to Gasper. Tries to cut up the middle. Well, he's only going to get 1 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Frost drops. Looks. Drag route. Scooter's got it. Cuts it straight up the middle. And gets a 1st down. Down to the 10-yard line. 13 yards. And after an incomplete pass, we got 2nd and goal from the 10. Frost standing, drifts, looks, throws, caught, and Mosley's into the end zone for a touchdown. His 2nd one of the day. And it's now 52-24 as the Pharaohs offense is just unstoppable here in the 2nd half. Especially Mosley. See the replay. Catches that drag and just runs away from everybody. And after the kickoff, they're going to start on their own 20. Down 28 points now. 6:07 left. Smith. Handoff. Nope. RPO pass. Caught. And they're going to get a 1st down out of that. Pinballing around. That's Coleman. 11 yards. Out to the 31. And, of course, now they don't go no huddle. I don't understand this team. Here's the handoff. Hawkins trying to go wide and gets swarmed over and dropped. Only picks up 2 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 8. They've run no huddle the entire game, and now they're down by 4 scores. They're just going regular. I don't get it. And play action. Smith throws out to the flat. Caught and knocked down there. Only a 3-yard pass to Adarumbaye. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5. Smith takes a snap. Play action. Looks, throws, and airmails his tight end. That'll bring up a 4th and 5, and now they got to go for it. Smith takes a snap, drops, only rushing 4 here. Deep shot down the left sideline. He's got a man at the 25 and dragged down there. Big 41-yard sideline shot to Wheaton. Gets it down to our 23, 1st and 10. And here's a handoff, and down he goes. Look at George Gallimore. Just came flying off the edge and drags down Hawkins for a loss of 3 on the play. Now it's 2nd down and 13. 3.5 minutes left in this game. Hand off to Hawkins. Nope, that's Alexander. Pinballs around. He's going to pick up 6 on the play. Now bring up a 3rd and 7 as Hawkins checks back in. Smith takes a snap. Looks. Steps up, looks, throws, corner of the end zone, and it's batted away. An incomplete pass, and they'll bring up a 4th and 7. Chances of coming back in this game are slim to none, but they're trying to get some more points. Here's another shot over the middle, and it was almost picked off. Batted down by Roderick, and that's a turnover on downs, and we're going to have the ball. 1st and 10th and 19. We're going to have to kill about 3 minutes. Here's the handoff to Gasper. Huge hole up the middle. He's going to get a 1st down. Out to the 31. 12-yard gain. Under 2.5 minutes left. Hand off to Gasper again. Tries to get outside. Doesn't get the help on the block out there. No gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 as we go to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Hand off. Gasper finds a hole up the middle. Wiggles his way through. Gets the 1st down. Out to the 43. A 12-yard gain. Bring in 2 backs. Now we hand off to Hoyt. He cuts it up the middle. Nice juke there into the secondary. And he's going to pick up 13. Our running game is on fire in the 2nd half. And we're going to take a knee here with 32 seconds left on 3rd down. Just letting the clock wind its way down before we snap this ball. And there we go. And now we don't have to snap the ball at all. This game is over. We're just going to go in punt formation and let the clock wind down. And there we are. Memphis Tech Pharaohs, the American Conference champions, both in the regular season and in the conference championship game, as we dominate the Mean Green in the second half of this game, only allowing 7 points. While we put up a boatload ourselves. They gave us a good first half fight, especially with that no huddle offense, keeping us on our heels defensively, but our offense with that air raid attack is just entirely too fast, too overwhelming for them. There we are, get our trophy, first year in the conference, and our only year, as we're going to the Big 12 next year. And the boys are celebrating as they know they're going to the college football playoffs. Check out these stats. 37 first downs to 22, 634 yards to 431. We ran for 217 yards to their 118. Both teams threw the ball all over the place. 417 for us, 313 for them. 9 out of 14 on third. They were 4 out of 13. 2 out of 4 on fourth. We were 1 out of 2. There were no interceptions in the game. And we had the ball 11 more minutes than them. Most of that in the second half. And it's all due to that no huddle offense. See Frost stats, 34, 46, 417, and 5. Rushing, Gasper 24 for 140. Hoyt 11 for 79 and 1. Hardy, touchdown on his only carry of the game. Receiving, Mosley 13 for 181 and 2. Or Gillespie 6 for 73 and 1. Page had a touchdown. Lupke had a touchdown. Blocking side, didn't have double digits for Pancakes because we threw the ball so much. Defensively, 11 tackles for Ellinger. 4 TFLs by Gallimore and Wozniak, 3 for Garland, 2 Garland sacks, 1 by Wozniak, and no picks on the play. And after the game, single season record broken, most passing touchdowns in the single season by the American Conference. Bryce Frost sets a new conference record. There we go. First year in there, only year in there, and he sets a record. And there's our trophy there. We win the American Football Conference, American Athletic Conference. And now we're going to advance this week and see who we're going to play in the first round as we sim ahead. Oh, and we get us signing. There we go. Jared Willie's 4-star edge. He commits. Playing time, no longer an issue for Mosley. Gotta love that. And Emmett Mosley, American Conference Offensive Player of the Week, 13 for 181 and 2. And he's also the National Offensive Player of the Week with 13, 181 and 2. And now we check out the bracket, and we are the number 10 seed in the playoffs. We're going to take on the Miami Hurricanes, and the winner gets to take on the Florida Gators. All right, so looks like we're going to have a trip to Florida and maybe back-to-back weeks. You can see USC, Oregon, and Texas, the other guys that get the first round bye. Baylor's taking on Notre Dame, Penn State taking on UCLA, and Kent State makes it in. Wow, they're going to take on Nebraska. How about that? Kent State in the playoffs. And we get another 3-star tackle commit, Jermaine Johnson. And a 4-star wide receiver, Darren Hollis. Heisman Trophy goes to Jacoby Robinson of TCU. Wow, I think Frost had better year than that. Jason Wozniak gets the Bednarik Award. George Gallimore gets the Defensive End of the Year Award. Jason Wozniak gets an Nagurski. And he gets the Butkus. And George Gallimore gets the Lombardi. And there we are. Number 10 Memphis Tech against number 7 Miami in the first round of the college football playoff. And that'll be our next episode. So make sure you tune in for that. All the way through the rest of the playoffs. It'll be 1 game per episode. So that will be a big test next game. We beat UCLA in this round last year and see if we can knock off Miami this year. But that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you do like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out, hit that notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live. And we will see you very soon with this first round playoff game at Miami. You guys take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.